The elevator pitch for Mr. Shifty, a new Switch eShop game from Tiny Build, sums up the game succinctly. It's like Hotline Miami if you played as X-Men's Nightcrawler. To elaborate, Mr. Shifty is a top-down brawler where you play as a teleporting thief who bamfs all over the place, dodging gunfire and obstacles in the hopes of landing enough punches and damage on the hordes of goons to survive. Fast-paced and set to a bumping soundtrack, it's an engaging romp when the action stays hot. It is set in, according to the lore, the most secure building in the world. Your task as the heroic teleporter is to break into the veritable fortress and steal some mega plutonium. As is wont to happen during fictional heists, things go sideways, and what started as a simple snatch and grab becomes an expansive war against the villainous Chairman Stone. The war never leaves the confines of the monolithic building, and each stage takes place on a floor inside. The stages are made up of a variety of winding rooms that task you with killing all of the enemies or solving a puzzle. As a single hit brings you down and you are one man against many, combat is reliant on smart planning and quick thinking. Punching is done with the press of a button, with most baddies requiring 2 or 3 punches to take down. Items are also strewn about the environment, and those can give you greater stopping power as you throw a vase, frisbee, a shield, or swing a mop. The main hook of Mr. Shifty is the teleportation though. You can use it to avoid fire, jump through walls, and confuse enemies. Spamming the teleport isn't an option as you only have 5 teleports, though they regenerate quickly. That helps balance the overpowered nature of the mechanic and forces you to be smarter with your deployment. The endearing novelty of teleportation helps mask some of the deficiencies of combat. With the exception of a few standout items, namely the projectile trident and the aforementioned shield, the others don't add too much fun to the fight outside of more power. Items function more as a means to an end than any sort of triumph. Still, that trident is awesome. I threw it at 3 guys and impaled them on a wall. I just wish the other items touched that brilliance. The sheer joy of teleporting is highlighted strongly during the portions where you are barred from doing so. The game slows down when you have to punch through a wall or slowly walk around when you're powerless. Thankfully, those are only short stretches. Even with the minor quibbles, teleporting combines with combat to make for a creative fervor as you try to beam all around the map to wreak havoc. Unfortunately, as mayhem ensues, the game hiccups and the frame rate drops. It was rarely problematic, but I was killed a few times because of the slowdown. Occasionally, the combat sequences are joined by environmental obstacles, adding in a bit of puzzle element to the experience. For example, an adversary could fire a heat-seeking rocket that you then have to lead into blowing up a wall, so you get to the next area. These fusions of combat and puzzles lead to some rewarding moments, especially when you figure out a crazy way to blow up a room full of foes. Remove the combat from these situations, however, the experience dips considerably. One-hit deaths when you're in frantic, inventive combat is fine. Even upon repeated play, you can usually approach it differently to keep the experience fresh. One-hit deaths in combat-free laser grid hell is a dull, repetitive grind. Combat is fortunately a grander focus, especially as you get near the manic last few levels. Mr. Shifty is a straightforward, focused caper, with little fluff that will last you a few hours as you climb through 18 stages. What it lacks in length it makes up for with a dynamite gameplay hook. Teleporting is incredibly neat and it opens up a lot of daring, rewarding circumstances where you can mow down foes. As long as you can overlook the handful of moments where the combat isn't the focus, Mr. Shifty is a great addition to the young Switch eShop.